Hey, how are you? How's everyone this Monday afternoon? I think it's more, yeah, it's nearly 5 o'clock, so it's Monday evening, really here. Um, so I haven't been on in maybe 2 months since before Christmas, but I'm getting back at it. There's so much to catch up with. Oh my God. Chantal has gone normal cray, cry, laugh, Harry. And Nader is, Al Shami is burning up Dee's house. Pete's is walking in cat doo doo. Oh, it's all kicking off over there in Chantalville. So we will be catching up with all that. And I've got new makeup, which I have to give a try. And hi, Shmita, how are you? I new palettes and stuff that I got for Christmas that I want to give a try. I got the haunted house from Revolution, and it's a haunted house palette, and you get red lipstick and black eyeliner and all the looks to be haunted. It's really cool, and dying to try that out. And there's lots of other stuff that I need to start playing with, which I haven't played with makeup in such a long time. I'll probably make an absolute footballs of it, but you know, practice makes perfect, and have to be a lot of practicing. So, what else did I want to talk about? New cards. I've got loads of new decks as well that I need to try those out, which I think I'm going to dedicate a day on its own just for cards, just for cards for people. And I'm thinking about throwing in a celebrity or two as well while I'm doing the cards, just to see how that goes. Uh, see if Harry and Meghan are okay with each other. Um, all of the people, Angelina Jolie, just see how they're all doing really out there. So I might do one or two pulls of cards for people that I just want to nosy about, which I can be better than a magazine then, hopefully. um, why was I off as well for the last few weeks? Things have just been up and down. There was nothing really major to worry about. It was just a funny time of year, and this year for some reason just seems really cold and well, 22 did. I have to think of what year I'm in. 22 definitely coming up to Christmas felt really, really low and bad and cold and just horrible. So we're coming into spring in the next few weeks. So spring will be sprung, and Sam will be out to do her divilment and up to all sorts again. Please God. Um so what else? I should have really wrote a script for this, but I didn't have a script. So oh, I have to start doing my meditation again as well, and do walkthrough meditations with everybody. Do some of them during the weeks as well, which help me as much as they help anybody else. And I don't leave them. I don't do them for very long, because concentration for the first couple of times that you do meditation is, it's hard. You have to know to your mind will wander, because that's what your mind does if it's still and stagnant through meditation for a minute or two. It will wander, and you'll start thinking about what to do for dinner, and you'll start to panic. But you need to learn how to bring yourself back through your breathing to your meditative state. So Um, that's natural. It's not it's not an easy process to learn. It's usually just a few minutes the first time, but you can work up to, like, look, with the Buddhists meditate all day and all night, so but I wouldn't get that far. Maybe half an hour would be good enough for people to work up to. What else is there on the horizon? I'm not sure. Um, I was trying to make up I was trying to make up another Foodie Beauty song to catch, just to add a few lyrics to her songs that she's doing with her sick beats. Oh my God, they're sick, all right. Oh my God, sick in the head. God bless her. The one, the one, Jer loves the most is, I'm sorry I took your water. Because that's all I drink is bottled water, and somebody always takes a bottle of water out of my I get the big bottles in a 6 pack, and he comes up and says, Dean, I'm sorry I took your water, but I had to wash my poop. So that's his favorite one. I think last night's story, which is really good. Last night's story was about a house of cried cheese. Oh my God, a house of cried cheese. Oh my God. I think she's losing the absolute godforsaken plot over there. So if you haven't watched the story time about her dream about the house that cried cheese. Oh, you really need to do that. And it looks like David Hasselhoff is lying outside the house and the cheese is coming out of the windows. Oh my God. Just hold on a second. Sorry about that. Had a phone call. Um, Diabetic nurse talking about changing meds and stuff. That's another thing I want to try and keep up with. Shmita, you're back. Hello. I want to try and keep up with. I'm actually going to. No. How do I do that? Um, how do you mod someone, Smita? It's not giving me the option on the phone. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about. Actually, was I'm going to try and vlog my diabetes journey, because it's been very up and down, back to front, and I know a lot of people are talking about this Ozempic, and I'm on it. I was on it for 6 months before, and I couldn't take it, and I'm on it for 6 months now. It's settling down, but they want to put me up onto the next from half a gram to a gram of Ozempic, and still take my insulins and stuff. So I want to kind of vlog that for people who are thinking about Ozempic. Yeah, it's because it's a new med, Shmita. It's what it does is it sends signals to your brain that you're full. So it'll tell you, so you don't overeat, and especially overeat sugary things. And the last time I took it, oh my god, I was so sick. I was so sick. That was last January, if you can remember. I was in hospital, in and out like a blue bottom fly. All these words that were not. Did you look at the new words that you're not allowed to say? Oh my good god! Everybody will get caught. They're just crazy. Um, yeah, I was in and out of hospital last January and February until they took me off the Ozempic, and then I was fine. So they want to put me back up onto the gram again, which I'm kind of I'm okay with, because I want the sugars to be a bit tighter. Um, and at least if I had my diabetes under control, all the other illnesses, I can start, you know, trying to sort those out. So the plan of action is sorting out my medications, my injections, try and get out, even though the pain is chronic in my back when I'm out walking, and I get pains from my hips down into my toes then when I go to bed. So I'll have to try and do something about that. Um, to try and walk a bit or do some sort of indoor exercise where I'm with somebody if my legs do go from under me, which they have a tendency to do. I knelt down the other day to pick something up off the floor and I couldn't get back up. My legs would just not move. They were just stuck in their little L position of kneeling down, and I could not move them to get myself up. Um, but that's part of the other illness anyway. I was with the blood flow and everything, because my legs were in an L. The blood wasn't flowing from my knee to my foot, so I couldn't. It was like a dead leg. That's exactly what it was like. So that's all the plan for this year for Gossip Girl. I wanted to change my name too as well, but I don't know how to do that either. And then anyway, nobody'd know me, so um, I don't know. I- I'll play around with that. Um, it's just I think I'd get more of an understanding of things I'm talking about if I was given the opinion of a mammy's an Irish mammy's opinion, um, people might understand me more instead of Samantha Dunn, because sure, I could be from anywhere, but people relate to the Irish mammies because they have an absolutely different attitude towards life than other countries. Do you know? There's my water now gone. The ice is still there. Um. So yeah, I'm going to get to doing um a timetable where I can timetable and slot in what I want to talk about in different days. And if something happens and it mixes it up, well and good. I also I'm on the phone at the minute, so I can't split screen, but I can when I go in on the laptop, which I'm going to tidy. Not there's nothing wrong with the room, but when I'm doing readings, I'll have a leather chair behind me, and I usually have throws on the back of it and cushions, and I have toys all around because just to make a safe space and a comfortable space for spirits to come in, and you know, if they need blanket, there's a blanket there for them. There's toys for children. If there's children coming in, they can sit on the chair, they can stand beside me, they can do whatever they want. It's um totally up to them, but I like to have a safe space behind me for spirit to come in, and that's all that I'm doing at the moment. I'm just fixing up that safe space. um so when I'm doing readings and just meditate, um mediumship, I'll have my safe space ready and ready for the spirits to come in and chillax with me. And I think that's it. Now, this is great on a Monday. Do you know, it's a Monday, it's the start of the week, you're all fired up, you're all pumped up. It's like, yeah, I'm going to get this done. Yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday. It could be a completely different day. In my mind might go, F it all to hell, sure, I don't care. Now, hell's probably going to get me. Anyway, sure, I'll never be monetized anyway. It doesn't really matter. Oh, God. You love that plan. Thank you, Shmita. I'll be looking to you girls to keeping me on track as well. Have you gone for your walk yet, Samantha? No, I haven't. Have you done your meditation yet? No, no, I have not done that. Get up and do that, man. Okay. Do you know it'll be Jen? Jen will be on it every day. Um, keeping me to my word. But it's for my own health, and it has to be done. Fine, just finally now, it has to be done, and no more codding myself. Um, I knew where I was going wrong anyway with the sugars, and I even said it to the diabetic nurse because she was like, "What do you have for breakfast?" I have porridge. And what do you have for lunch? Yogurt and blah blah blah. And what do you have for tea? Brown bread with ham sandwich, just a ham sandwich, toasted brown bread and ham. And she's like, "That's really good. So why is your average 13?" And I was like, "Because I like grapes." And she was like, "Yeah, I think we need to cut out the grapes." Like, fruit has more bloody sugar than chocolate. Like, it's like, Samantha, you know this. Cop on to yourself. But I like fruit, and I like sweet fruit because the medications I'm on for the other illnesses gives me awful dry mouth, and I could be drinking for all of Ireland like water. I only drink water and ice anyway, the odd Diet Coke. But I could be drinking water and ice for all of Ireland and I would still be just cotton mouth. It's awful. So certain fruits will kind of hydrate me. They'll give me they'll just, I can't say lubricate because that's like I'm oiling myself. Um they just kind of give me a freshness to my mouth, if that makes sense. Like watermelon is nice and juicy, and grapes are nice and juicy. And it's the juicy fruits that will, you know, rehydrate my mouth and take the cotton mouth away from me for a while. So, but yeah, fruit and veg are not great when you're diabetic, which really, really is a strange thing. But because there's so many natural colors, I was going to say natural sugars. So that's my plan. Shmita's happy with that plan. I'm happy with that plan, and let's go from there. And I might just come on later on because that story about the cheese, the house that cried cheese, it needs to be shown. It needs to be shown on the YouTubes because absolutely hilarious. It's like, and she's out there and she's doing nothing. She's not even having a drink or anything. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, she woke up with this house that cries cheese. There was a first house as well, and I can't remember what it cried, what came out of its eyes. But she said houses look like people, which I do agree. And I'll tell you, sometimes you'll come across houses that look like people, and you'll come across cars, and you'll know the car and who's driving it by the look of the car, because the lights are the eyes, and you will know the car. Like my last doctor, the doctor who passed away a good few years ago. That's why I'm having trouble with doctors now. They're not staying very long around here. And he did the whole surgery on his own, like, and the doctors that are coming now just can't hack it. So I've well, the whole surgery has gone through, must be 7 doctors in the last couple of years. Anywho, um, yeah, his car was definitely looked like him. Definitely looked like him. Houses looked like people. There's something else as well that you can. Dogs. Yeah, dogs. You can get. There's dogs that look like their owners. Yeah, definitely. I had a Pomeranian. Well, he wasn't my Pom. I had Poms when I was small, though, when I was a baby. But this Pom was my eldest son's, and I'd bring him for a walk when he was only a pup, and my hair was blonde at the time. It was blonde, and the little devil, he wouldn't walk. So, or she, Twix. Her name was Twix because she looked like a Twix bar. There was a little bit of chocolate color under her belly, but most of her looked like caramel. And I'd put her on my shoulder, right, and I'd have the lead in my hand, but she'd be up there on my shoulder, and the two of us would go for a walk. And there was one day I met somebody, and I was talking away to them, and they kept looking at me hair. And I had my hair down, and I was like, Why are they looking at me hair?" And they kept looking at it anyway. And I said, "What's wrong? Is there something wrong?" And she said, "I think there's eyes in your hair." I had to take the dog down out of my hair to show her how it was, Twix. "I think there's eyes in your hair." Which actually in Ballymatton um wouldn't be really unusual for me to have eyes in my hair, to be honest with you, because back then I was a little bit um I was different. I was a bit out there. I was half goth, half all other sorts of genres, and Yeah, I was a bit out there, so to have eyes on my hair wouldn't have been seen as a strange thing at all. But no, it was the dog, and yeah, she died laughing when she realised I had the dog on my shoulder. And that's the only way she would go for a walk with me. And even when she got bigger, she'd just expect to be put on my shoulder and go walking. As soon as she'd see the lead, she'd want to get up on my shoulders and go for a walk. Crazy dog. Um, so I'm going to leave it on that story, and talk to you all soon. Maybe later when I do this house of crying cheese. I will catch up all the Chantal and everything because I missed the whole Kuwaiti arc nearly, but everybody's seen everything. So I might just give an overview of stuff, or if I find clips that I might find funny, I'll throw them in and try and keep everyone entertained. And that's me for now. And I'll see you on the flip side. Love you all. Bye.